worked together for 13 years. You kind of know how the other thinks and operates the whole time. So it's going to be real interesting to see how the dynamics of this game work out. Aggies will get the ball first to get things started. The ball sits in the hands of Emmanuel Chimunga. Chimunga, one of two Chimunga brothers on the floor. It's Christian Cook, ball poked out of his hands and taken back by Chimunga. He'll give it down there to Filipovic for the easy lay-in. So back-to-back steals.
Nice steal by the Bearcats, but just had a little bit of a sloppy handling on the ball, and Aggies got it right back.
See the Sam Houston starting lineup, the traditional starting lineup for many of the games this season, with Boykin, Wilkerson, Hammonds, Hufter, and Sacco. And a three ball for Sam Houston with the answer. And that comes from Josiah Hammonds. And now the look at the starting lineup for the New Mexico State Aggies. You see Jackson, Cook, Filipovic, our power player, and the Chimunga brothers. Here's Peter Filipovic. Back outside for Zadie Jackson. Now this is Christian Cook driving baseline. Pull up 10-footer too strong. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Should belong to the Bearcats and does. Taking a look there at Emmanuel Chimunga. He is the big brother, if you will. He's a grad student from Montreal, Quebec. His little brother, Nate, is a year younger. He is just a senior, not a grad student. And oddly enough, this is the first time they've played together at the D1 level is this season.
Yeah, pretty special for the brothers to be able to have the opportunity to play with one another.
Cam Hufter leaves for Marcus Boykin. Gets the return pass, ball knocked out of his hands. It's going to be a foul, and this should be on Nate Chimunga. First foul against the Aggies. Comes a minute and 35 seconds into the ball game. The Bearcats will reset. 20 on the shot clock for the left side of the offensive glass. Out to Khalifa Sacco, and now another three from Hammonds. Two in a row for Josiah Hammonds. The three ball has kind of left him in the last few ball games, but he's come out firing today, Ken.
Well, he's the third best shooter on the Bearcats, but like you said, he had a little bit of a dry spell. He's getting back his stroke today.
Not a bad time to find your stroke. Tough shot by Zadie Jackson, no good. Bearcats with the rebound. Khalifa Sacco.
Wow.
And another three.
Lamar Wilkerson just...
Lamar says, you know what? I'm the three guy expert here on this team. I surpassed 100 in the last ball game. You can't show me up. Now we get a foul here out away from the basket via Cam Hufner. So how about the Bearcats nailing 3 threes to get things started for this 9-2 beginning?
Yeah, good start by the Bearcats, and I think you got to come out strong against a tough defensive team that Coach Hooten is going to have on the floor today. Good job of the Bearcats getting on the board early.
Well, what makes these three-pointers impressive for the Bearcats is in the last 6 games, they have held their opponents, New Mexico State has held their opponents to 22% shooting or less from beyond the arc. On the year, it's 28%, one of the best in all of NCAA basketball. And the Bearcats have made 3 in a row to get things started.
Yeah, and that's not a surprise. The Coach Hooten coach team is going to defend the perimeter.
Christian Cook at the buzzer leaves it short from the free throw line. Wilkerson on the wing. Hammonds for another one. Oh, rims in and out, no good. Filipovic with the rebound. Boy, this place would have gone nuts if he'd have made that one. Cook trying to answer with a three, can't. Long rebound, second chance, Filipovic. Ball knocked out of his hands, it's loose. Last touch, they say, by the Bearcats underneath the basket.
See, Filipovic was trying to decide what he was going to do there. Got fortunate that the ball went out of bounds on Cam Hufner's knee, it looked like.
Yep. Through the bodies, it hit Hufner's knee. They have 17 to shoot from the right side of the glass. Jackson inbounds for Cook. Fadeaway 15-footer, no good. Wilkerson with a backside rebound. Wilkerson maneuvers through traffic, goes to the basket, blocked by Filipovic. Wow.
Wow.
A lot of contact and a lot of smack on the basketball. Filipovic runs the floor and got it past Khalifa Sacco's block attempt. Second basket for Filipovic. Wilkerson with his second three ball. says, you know what? If you're going to stop me going to the basket, I'll just shoot from out here.
Yeah, he can do it both ways, and don't tempt him to or challenge him to it. He's going to rise to the occasion.
4 threes for the Bearcats. They lead 12-4. Bad pass. Oh, went to Filipovic. I thought he missed Chumunga. Here's Jackson through the lane, dropped it off down low for the two-hand flush for Nate Chumunga. Good ball movement there by the Aggies. Nate Chumunga finishing with the two-handed flush. 4 minutes gone by, 6-point lead for the Bearcats. Hammonds again, he's got another one.
Wow.
Josiah Hammonds has come out on fire. And Jason Hooten says, I got to do something to stop these three balls, so we're going to call timeout. We've got 15:43 to play here in the opening half in Huntsville in the final regular one. He's climbing up the all-time ladder, Ken.
Yeah, and I think he's got a couple more opportunities today and get in the tournament, keep on adding to that now new record for the Bearcats.
3-ball from the left corner, back iron no good. Second chance opportunity for Chumunga, partially blocked by Khalifa Sacco. They're going to give him a foul though, I think.
Yeah, Sacco was up in the air, made body contact before the block.
Sacco picks up his first foul. Watch it here. Yeah, on the way down, got the body contact. Swiping at the ball. He went for the pump fake. So Emmanuel Chumunga, 68% free throw shooter at the line. First one is good. Chumunga only had 2 points against Louisiana Tech in their victory on Thursday night. Only played 16 minutes. Goes 2 for 2 from the line. Chumunga will take a seat as Robert Carpenter will come in. Carpenter, a big contributor for them off the bench, averaging just under 10 points per ball game and 6 rebounds. So Jason Newton doesn't lose anything by putting Carpenter in the ball game. Here's Brennan Burns, who has come in at the timeout for the Bearcats. Wilkerson open for 3, off the iron, no good. Rebound to Nate Chumunga. Christian Cook, their leading scorer on the season, but not in Conference USA play, as he is behind Filipovic in that category. Zadie Jackson back out to Cook with 10 to shoot. Jump stop, fade away, no good. Going to get a tap foul on Cam Hoofter, and that'll be his second. Oh, they called travel instead.
I called it traveling before.
He went for the jump stop, but skidded. Let's watch it here. Oh yeah, there it is, little bunny hop. So no foul on Hoofner, travel instead. I thought they were going to give a tic-tac foul against Hoofner there for a minute, but traveling was the right call. Wilkerson for Hammonds, back to Wilkerson. Almost poked out of his hands there by Bostic. Wilkerson driving, left-hander, rolls around and in. Lamar Wilkerson with 8. He and Hammonds have all 17 of the Bearcats' points. Wilkerson 8, Hammonds with 9. Brennan Burns guarding Jackson. This is Jaden Harris with the ball. Jackson step back 3. Got the fine roll off the iron, then the backboard, and then in. Zadie Jackson with his first points of the ball game. Make it 17-11.
Shots are not going to be easy to come by, but both teams are making some difficult ones early on.
Hammonds finds Wilkerson open for 3 and 1. Lamar Wilkerson with his third 3-ball of the game gets into double figures with 11. Basket counts. The foul's going to be on Deontay Bostic.
Wow, impressive job by Lamar Wilkerson.
Well, Wilkerson on the receiving end of a 4-point opportunity. He committed 2 fouls in the ball game Thursday night against Louisiana Tech players, or against the UTEP players, I should say.
Yep.
So Filipovic is going to come back in. He will come in for Nate Chumunga. as Wilkerson with a chance to complete a 4-point play. Wilkerson on the season very good from the free throw line. Knocks it home. He's got a dozen. 21-11, 10-point lead for the Bearkats. We've only played 6.5 minutes. What a start for Sam Houston here. Bostic can't get through on the drive. Filipovic misses the three, but the rebound goes in the arms of Jaden Harris. And a reset for the Aggies. Bostic to the lane, put it up, got it to go. Deontay Bostic with a tough drive and finish. 21-13, approaching 7 minutes gone by. Brennan Burns attacking the basket. Leaves for Jackson Ford. Ford had the ball knocked out of his hands and taken away by Bostic. Bostic flips to Carpenter. Gets it back. Bostic cut off, goes out to Filipovic, behind the back dribble. Euro step, left it short, but a foul. Chris Mudge cannot believe the foul call.
It's going to be 2
on Khalifa Sacco.
Yeah.
That's going to bring Hoofner up off the bench. This New Mexico State team has a lot more size than the Sam Houston team does. You got the Chimunga brothers at 7 foot and 6'10". Carpenter at 6'7" off the bench. Filipovic is 6'7". Filipovic misses the first free throw. He's a 66% free throw shooter on the season. You see Sacco go to the bench. Sacco trying to plead his case with the officials. Chris Mudge wants to say, just take it easy, just go sit down. Second free throw is good by Filipovic. He's got 5 in the early going. It's 21-14. 12.5 to play here in the first half. Marcus Boykin in the lane with the floater. Took a hit and goes to the deck and will go to the free throw line. Deontay Bostic will pick up the foul call, and that'll be his second. The officials are still having words with Chris Mudge on the last call against Sacco.
Yeah, he's pleading his case, and Coach Bailey's there with him to make sure he doesn't get in trouble.
So Marcus Boykin, very good free throw shooter, going to the line to shoot a pair here. First one on the way and good.
You know, the style of defenses that are played on both teams, you're going to be defending the ball close.
Yes.
Going to be a lot of contact. There's going to be probably a lot of fouls today.
Depends on how close the officials want to call it. So Boykin, who was 7 for 7 from the line on Thursday night against UTEP, makes his first 2 tonight. He is snuck by Cam Hoofner to be the leading free throw shooter percentage-wise for the Bearkats now, with these 9 consecutive makes. 23-14 Bearkats lead. This is Harris, kicks it outside. Carpenter for 3, got it.
Great ball movement by the Aggies.
Robert Carpenter with a 3 ball. 23-17. Cam Hoofter with an answer. No, off the iron, no good. Filipovic rebounds and took it up the floor himself. Carpenter for Harris. Inside 18-footer is way off balance and off the mark, no good. And here come the Bearkats. Boykin up the far sideline. Dribbling through traffic, will pull up from 18. Marcus Boykin. 25-17, Bearkats lead back out to 8. 11:15 and counting left here in the first half. 11 officials timeout at the next whistle. Jaden Harris almost lost it, gets it back. 8 to shoot now for the Aggies. Carpenter, another 3 is good for Robert Carpenter. 2 3 balls off the bench. Just a 28% free ball shooter on the season. Makes it 25-20. Burns in the lane, kicks it off on the wing. Boykin for three, off the mark, no good. Burns tipped the rebound, but it goes to Harris. Almost taken away underneath by Burns, and Filipovic will take it up the right sideline. They're looking for somebody to pass to. Finally gets Jacoby Osborne, who was in for the first time with the headband. Here's Gabe Pickens for Filipovic, blocked from behind by Wilkerson. It'll stay with the Aggies, but not before we get that official's timeout.
And they keep on adding them.
Aggies ball, 4 to shoot, 3 to shoot. Cook is gonna have to take a deep three, missed everything. Bearcats get the rebound. This is Eric Taylor, who has checked in the ball game. He'll leave it for Marcus Boykin. 10 minutes gone by here in the opening half. Wilkerson will try and attack the rim. Got it to go off the glass as he got around Jacoby Osborne.
Boy, that first step, that quickness that he has to drive the lane, it's hard to react to that.
14 points in the early going for Wilkerson. 14 of the Bearcats' 27 belong to number 3. Here's Gabe Pickens trying to go inside for Carpenter. Did a good job to keep that ball. Shot clock down to 7. Carpenter, fadeaway 10-footer.
Wow.
Got it. What a shot by Robert
Golly.
Carpenter. Has he been impressive off the bench here, Ken?
That one, he was defended very well by Lamar Wilkerson.
Couldn't do any better.
Just did a great job backing him up, and then that fadeaway jumper.
8 points for Carpenter off the bench. 27-22, Bearcats lead by 5. Here's Wilkerson, long range three. Oh my goodness.
Coach Hooten was just watching Lamar with that ball, and he just saw that go away, and you could just tell he's going to be hot tonight.
4 3-pointers for Lamar Wilkerson as part of his 17 points. Bearcat lead back out to 8. Here's Filipovic spinning against Jackson Ford. Outside to Pickens. Taylor fell down. Pickens missed the open shot. Rebound fought for, taken away by Marcus Boykin.
Wow.
Boykin just ripped it away from Jacoby Osborne. Cam Hoofter at the right elbow, threw one up, and he got fouled. Foul's going to be on Christian Cook, his first. Oh my goodness, that last
That rebound by Boykin. He can get up in the air.
For a guy who is 6'1", he is tough on the floor.
Well, his vertical is just ridiculous. He can dunk the ball with ease, gets up in those rebounds, so he gets up in the air, but then to your point, he's still strong to fight off the defender as well.
Hoofter misses the first free throw. Carpenter will sit out as Emmanuel Chimunga will come back in, and Zadie Jackson checks in for Gabe Pickens. Hoofter with one more free throw for the Bearcats here. We have the coaches talking about something here with the officials.
I think Coach Mudge and Hooten, they didn't talk to each other before the game. So
I guess not, yeah. Hoofter's second free throw is good. 31-22, 9-point lead for the Bearcats. They've led by as many as 10. 8:20 and counting here in the first half. Final regular season game for both teams. This is Osborne. For Chimunga in the paint. Up with a right-hand jump hook, too strong, long rebound. Filipovic will take it. Second chance for the Aggies. Filipovic backs his way down. The fadeaway 8-footer got the soft roll off the iron.
Well, Filipovic had the mismatch with Taylor gardening. Just backed him up and went to work on him.
Deep three for Taylor off the iron. High tip back out by Hoofter, but into the arms of Jackson. Zadie Jackson down the floor, left it short, but there to clean it up was Jacoby Osborne, flying through the air with the greatest of ease.
And that was not an alley-oop to him.
No, it was not.
That was a rebound. He did a great job going and getting that
timing
ball and putting it home with the slam.
Here's Boykin. Fade away from the right elbow is good. Marcus Boykin. He's got 6. 33-26. 7:15 and counting here in the first half. Nice crossover move. Jackson to the basket, left it short. Rebound to Hoofner. Taking a hard spill underneath there was Jackson Ford. The officials will stop for him. And because they do, it'll stop the clock at 7:07 and give us an official's timeout. What a first half we've seen. Did you see the drive there by Zadie Jackson? Left it short. There's the rebound, and flying out of the picture there was Jackson Ford. We've got a timeout. The Bearcats have themselves a 7-point lead over New Mexico State.
Team manager. He's been here for 3 years. A lot of contributions.
Clock, I don't know. One of the clocks didn't start at the same time because we had 7:07 and 30 on the shot clock, and the game clock went down 2 seconds and the shot clock went down 4. So now they've synced it back up to 7:05 and 28. Oh, they're going to say 28. We're still going to stay at 7:07. So the Bearcats will have the ball. Marcus Boykin. Boykin with the bounce to the basket. High off the glass for Marcus Boykin with 8.
Well, Boykin's the team leader in assists. He's usually quiet on the scoring front, but tonight he is just saying, hey, I need to get in the action.
Well, he's been getting in the action. He's the third Bearcat to average double figures for the season at 12 points per game coming into today's contest. He's already got 8 here in the first half. Here's Bostic, turned away. 10 seconds to shoot for the Aggies. Bostic trying to get around Cam Hoofter. 5 to shoot now. Bostic knocks Hoofter over. Offensive foul. Great defense. Cameron Hoofter against Deontay Bostic, who picks up his 3rd foul.
And really, Tom, what that was, you're going to see here, is just Cam Hoofner is just being pesky on defense, and I think Bostic was just getting a little frustrated, so he put his arm out, and you can't do that.
Well, every move that Bostic made, Hoofner anticipated. His body was in front the whole way. And as you said, the final shove just cost him a foul. That's his 3rd.
Usually Cam Hoofner as a forward coming out guarding at the perimeter like that is not usually what happens.
Hoofner lost the ball down on the block. Got tied up by Filipovic and by Harris, but he'll stay with the Bearcats. So they'll have 19 to shoot. They'll inbound from the right side of the offensive glass. Boykin will pull the trigger on the inbounds. So we're going to get another Chimunga to check in the ball game as Filipovic will go to the bench. Filipovic with 7 points in the early going for the Aggies.
You know, Cam Hoofner, his mom and from Australia is here. His aunt and uncle from England are here. Doesn't get to play in front of a family very often.
Here's Boykin through the lane. The runner left hand blocked by Emmanuel Chimunga. 6 minutes to play, first half. Racing to the basket. Jackson couldn't get it to go. Rebound tipped out. Boykin's got it. 2-on-2. Boykin stops at the free throw line. Hammonds for 3. Got another one. Josiah Hammonds with his 4th 3-ball. 38-26, 12-point lead, the biggest of the ball game for the Bearcats. Bearcats now 13 of 20 from the field, 8 of 13 from long range. Good drive to the basket, and getting through that time was Zadie Jackson.
Aggies did a good job of spreading the lane out a little bit, had some space to work with, and streaked in for the pass.
Hammonds for Wilkerson, back to Hammonds, another 3 for the lefty. Yes! Josiah Hammonds. Boy, 15 points on 5 3-pointers.
Hard to defend all of them.
Exactly. So 5-10 and counting as the Aggies bring it into front court with Gabe Pickens. Leaves for Nate Chimunga. Now Pickens gets it back. Pickens will flip to Harris, and he threw it away. We have not seen many turnovers in this ball game. That's the 4th for New Mexico State. Bearcats have only turned it over twice.
Yeah, I was looking at that a moment ago. The way the game feels and how the defense, you figure there would be more turnovers, but it's not.
There's Marcus Boykin. Who's going to get free for the 3-ball this time? Wilkerson goes across. Hammonds comes out. There's Chek Njai, who's in the ball game. Boykin, 8 to shoot. He'll step back for 3. It's short. Long rebound. Boykin got it himself. Had it knocked out of his hands on the baseline. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Bearkats. Good hustle by Boykin on the missed three-pointer to try and get to the offensive rebound.
Well, he did a great job because he knew that his shot was a little off as soon as he let go of it, and he just streaked to the basket, put his hands on the ball, just couldn't get it in control.
So the Aggies come back, still down by 13. Gabe Pickens, the freshman from Phoenix, Arizona. Guarded by Hammonds. Flips it off to Chimunga. And now Osborne. Shot clock down to 7. Christian Cook for 3 and got a foul on Brennan Burns.
Yeah, Burns came in a little late. Made contact.
So Christian Cook, their leading scorer during the regular season at 13 per ball game. Just a little bit better than Filipovic at 12.8. When you flip those stats to conference play, Filipovic has the advantage at 14.6 to 12.2 for Cook, who makes the first free throw. Cook is 74% free throw shooter. Senior from Oklahoma City. Northeastern State transfer. Trying to go 3 for 3 from the stripe. And he does. 3 free throws for Christian Cook. Cuts the deficit down to 10 as we hit the 4-minute mark here in the first half. Now a little 1-2-2 zone trap, trying to get the Bearkats out of their game. Here's Brennan Burns to the right elbow. The pull-up jumper won't go. Thought about it, didn't go. We get a foul on the rebound. Chimunga took it down, and Njai, I believe, gets the whistle. And that'll bring us to our...
A lot can happen before that. Obviously, Liberty's playing really well right now, but a lot of other teams could do damage in the tournament.
Yeah, just because they might be the #1 seed going into the tournament doesn't mean they're automatically going to win. 3 ball by Carpenter. That is his 3rd 3 of the ball game. Robert Carpenter, the big story in the first half for the Aggies, makes it 41-34. He's saying, you know, you Sam Houston guys, you're not the only ones who can shoot threes. We had a collision there as Ford tried to hand off to Hammonds. Pickens was in the middle with the sandwich.
Yeah, I think Pickens,
he got the foul.
He got the foul. And
he also got Ford in the face, and Ford's taking his share of hits here in the last couple of minutes.
And it looks like Pickens
just kind of ran in him with his shoulder.
Yeah, but he looks like he could be a running back. Big, strong guy. Not real tall, but strong.
Here's Brennan Burns with the bounce, trying to get through to the basket. Off the glass, rolled out, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds, thrown back in by Burns. Going to be picked up here by Osborne. Osborne will try and go to the basket. No good. He got fouled on the way. Hammonds was in the front. Did he get fouled for the front or behind? He got fouled from Hammonds, trying to go for the block. Watch here. Hamdo, there's the contact.
Hammond was a little late getting to the spot, and he went up in the air, made body contact, foul.
Jacoby Osborne, freshman from the Houston area, from Missouri City. Went to Bella Vista Prep. First free throw is good. He's got 3 points on the ball game. He had 7 points on 3 of 4 from the floor in 18 minutes against Louisiana Tech on Thursday night. Second free throw on the way and good. Substitutions, Marcus Boykin coming in. Brennan Burns will sit down. Free throws keeping the Aggies in this ball game. They're 8 and 9 from the stripe as they trail by 5. Under 3 to go. First half, final regular season game for both teams. Wilkerson driving to the basket. The runner is good. 19 in the first half for Lamar Wilkerson.
He's going to do it any which way, Tom.
Well, he can do it from all over on the floor. Pickens guarded by Hammonds way out top near the midcourt stripe. Gives to Carpenter, deep three. This time it's no good, but flying for the rebound is Nate Chimunga. Second chance for the Aggies. Cook to the basket, too strong. Carpenter's got the rebound and the putback. Robert Carpenter with 13 points. 43-38, back to a 5-point game. Hoofter's three is no good. Long rebound taken down by the Aggies. Ahead it comes, deep three for Cook. It's no good. Fighting for the rebound was Salka, knocked out of his hands. It'll belong to Sam Houston. Jason Newton does not agree with that call. Let's watch here. It went off of Sacco's hand, I think, but it was forced out of there from behind by Chimunga, and I think that's what they ruled.
Well, a lot of physical activity in this game, Tom.
Well, physicality has always been the hallmark of a Jason Hooten team, and Chris Mudge has carried that tradition on. Hoofter trying to drive baseline, had the ball poked out of his hands. Picks up a foul. Nate Chimunga will get his second. Cam Hoofter will go to the free throw line as that was his 7th foul against the Aggies. You see Hooten trying to plead his case with Barry Mathis. We have 2 Mathis officials in today's ball game, but they are not related. I queried the 2 of them before the game.
They almost look like they could be related.
Yes, that's why I asked.
Yeah.
Hoofter makes the first free throw, so he will get the bonus. That was going to be a chance because you got Nate Chimunga and Khalifa Sacco fighting for position there on the block, and Nate Chimunga got in the lane early. He will go out as Filipovic comes in, and Jackson Ford will come in, and Sacco will sit down with those 2 fouls with 1:39 to go. Chris Mudge going to try and preserve Sacco for the second half.
I think that's a smart move.
Hoofter's second free throw is good. So after missing his first, he's made 3 in a row. 45-38, 7-point lead for the Bearcats here. We are now down to the final 90 seconds of the first half. Pickens with a bounce near the sideline for Carpenter. Good move to get around Hoofter, but Hoofter smacked it out of his hands, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Aggies with 15 to shoot.
That was a great move by Carpenter to get around Hoofner, but Hoofner does a great job getting back.
He got there, and Wilkerson was there. One of them got the ball and smacked it out of his hands.
Was Cam Hoofner that got to it, but that was a great first move by Carpenter.
It sure was. Inbounds for Carpenter, left corner 3, in and out, no good. Rebound to Marcus Boykin. Ahead quickly for Hammonds, spot up 3, rims it out, no good. Rebound fought for, knocked out of the hands of Ford. But it's a last touch by Ford will go to New Mexico State. No, yeah, it was knocked out of Ford's hands. Kevin Mathis saying that was my mistake, I pointed the wrong way.
Well, Ford came in behind him and just asked for confirmation and got the call reversed. Good job by Ford on his diplomacy.
Inbounds for Hoofter, he'll launch the 3, off the mark, no good. Rebound on the backside to Christian Cook. Pickens in the front court for the Aggies. Carpenter, another 3 ball. This one's off the line, no good. Another rebound for Marcus Boykin. Boykin's got 5 rebounds here in the first half.
Who is he?
He's 6'1". Come on, man, what's going on? Down to 50 seconds left here until the intermission. Ford back to Boykin, 13 to shoot for the Bearcats. Trying to build on a 7-point lead. Wilkerson trying to get free, lost the ball, but 50% from long range on 9 of 18.
Well, what about New Mexico State? They only averaged 65 points given up to opponents. This is going to be a high-scoring ball game today.
Inbounds for Hoofter. Back to Wilkerson. Around the screen. Fadeaway 15-footer. Air ball, no good. Rebound taken out by Osborne. Osborne gives it to Cook. We're under 30 seconds to play. About a second and a half difference between shot clock and game clock. Will the Aggies just play for the final shot? Looks like they will. Gabe Pickens out near midcourt. against Marcus Boykin. Down to 10, down to 9. Trying to drive. Swatted out of there by Jackson Ford. Wilkerson with 4 seconds, with 3. Ford running the floor, couldn't get the finish, and the putback does not go by Ham.
Seems like they have a little bit of exhaustion and they need to push beyond that.
So here comes the New Mexico State Aggies. Emmanuel Chimunga hands off to Filipovic. He left it short. Rebound. Going to be a rebounding foul on the Bearcats. Going to be on Marcus Boykin. Picks up a foul here in the first 13 seconds after playing the first 20 minutes without getting one. It'll give the Aggies a second chance. Zadie Jackson will inbound from the wire to the offensive glass. Throwing it out high, chased down by Emmanuel Chimunga. Now here's Filipovic. Christian Cook, hounded by Hufter. Shot clock at 6. Cook to the basket, swatted out by Khalifa Sacco with emphasis.
We had a good look at that one, Tom.
Oh man, watch.
He just gets way up there. He says, nope.
Not in my house. 3 seconds to shoot for the Aggies. They inbounds from underneath the basket. They get it in for Cook. He has to muscle one up and he draws a foul. It's going to be Wilkerson, 3 against 3. It is Wilkerson guilty of the foul, his first. So the Bearcats pick up 2 quick fouls here, and we haven't even played 32 seconds of the half. It'll be a shooting violation, send Christian Cook back to the free throw line. Watch here. And you got Wilkerson to get up off his feet. He just stood there still, but he got up his feet and got in the shooting perimeter. So now Christian Cook with all 4 of his points from the line. 4 for 4 in the ball game. Had 25 points in the first meeting between these two teams. Got 5 points in the ball game here, all from the line. 45-40. Full court zone pressure for New Mexico State. Bearcats need to get it across in 2. They get it across in time to Hammonds. Hammonds floats it up for Saka slam.
Well, that's what happens when you full court press. You leave some people open. Great job by Boykin getting it up the court.
He was aware of the clock and knew he had to get the ball into front court, found Hammonds, and Hammonds did the rest. Looks like we got something here on the floor.
I don't know if they're looking for something or just if it's wet.
I don't know if it's wet or...
The way he was looking at the floor is like they were looking for like a contact.
Maybe a contact lens, yeah, but the way they're sweeping, I guess it's just wet.
Yep.
Get one of the mopping squad out to do their job. The ball goes back to the Aggies right near midcourt. I have 25 to shoot. A look there at Jason Hooten. Wonder how the court looks when you're on the other side of the scorer's table when you're on the visiting bench after spending 13 years as the home team.
It definitely looks different.
Here's Chimunga backing his way down against Sacco with a right-hand jump hook. Emmanuel Chimunga with his first field goal of the game. He's got 4.
Yeah, great technique to use his body to just kind of back Sacco up, and nice fadeaway.
Wilkerson, hounded by Cook, gets around, trying to find some daylight. On the baseline, his pass through got deflected out of bounds by Jackson. Will stay with the Bearcats on the right side of the basket with 9 to shoot. Boykin will inbound. Jason Hooten trying to yell in what they're going to do on the plate and what the guard to get it into Hammonds. Hammonds back to Boykin with 5 to shoot. Wilkerson floats it up for Sacco again.
Wow.
The big man went scoreless in the first half, but he's got 2 with emphasis to start the second half.
Yeah, it seems like it's a carryover from Thursday night's game. Big slams on that one. Now it's starting up again.
7-point lead for the Bearcats. 2 gone by here in the second half. An offensive foul against Zadie Jackson, hounded there on the sideline and got a little too physical. Look there at Josiah Hammonds as he walks up the floor. So here come the Bearkats. Boykin for Hammonds. Hammonds finds Wilkerson. Saw some daylight, 3-ball good, Lamar Wilkerson. Number 5 in the ball game. 22 for Lamar. And the lead is back out to 10. Jackson hounded by Hammonds on the sideline. Finally gets rid of the ball for Chimunga. Chimunga had it poked out for a minute by Hammonds. Gets it back, lost it backside. Wilkerson picked up there by Filipovic. 3 to shoot. Pump fake through a double team. Lost the ball. Poked out of his hands by Hammonds. And the Bearcats get it back. Hammonds to the basket. Put it up too strong. He went to the deck. No foul called. Jackson had it poked out of his hands. Who's it belong to? They say it stays with the Aggies. My goodness, have we had some up and down action here.
Yeah, just both teams exerting a lot of energy too.
You get Carpenter and Osborne coming back in for the Aggies, as Chimunga and Cook will sit down. Brennan Burns will come in for Hammonds for the Bearcats.
A great job by Josiah Hammonds on defense.
Yes, indeed. You know, not only does he have those 5 3-pointers in the first half, but he shows he can play the other end as well. He was giving Zadie Jackson fits coming up the floor. Filipovic against Wilkerson. Trying to back his way down, shoots it out. Carpenter straightaway 3 is off the mark, no good. Sacco couldn't control the rebound, and Nate Chimunga gets it for the Aggies, a second chance. Here's Filipovic underneath the basket, the turnaround, no good. Rebound, who's gonna get it? Sacco had it for a minute, fights for it. If it's a jump ball, it'll be Sam Houston ball.
It is. A lot of work going on down there.
And it is a jump ball called, and Sam Houston will take it on alternating possession.
Kind of a delayed call there, Tom.
Yep. But when you get big guys having to go down to the floor, that's never good.
Right.
They're always at a disadvantage when their long bodies have to go way down to the floor, and those smaller guys have a chance to snatch the ball away. Again, the 1-2-2 zone press. Boykin gets it across to Hoofner. Now the Bearcats will get into their offense with 15 on the shot clock. Wilkerson, left side 3, air ball, air mailed everything. Rebound comes out to Osborne. Now Jackson into front court. Picked up now by Boykin. In the corner is Filipovic. He's got the smaller Boykin on him now on a switch. Through the hands of Jackson, he recovers though. Pulls up at the free throw line, and up and under move somehow went in. What a shot there by Zadie Jackson. He's got 7.
He did a lot of gymnastics to get that shot in the basket.
He did a lot of stuff in the air and got that ball away. Lead down to 6. We're checking to 8 now at 52-44. Wilkerson trying to answer with a 3. Lamar Wilkerson, 25 points in the ball game. 6 3-pointers for Lamar. 55-44. Jackson for Chimunga. Chimunga will try and drive. Fade away is short. Filipovic got the rebound. He's trying to go through traffic. Hooked it out of there. Found Carpenter, who steps outside the 3-point line and nails it. Robert Carpenter, that's his 4th 3-ball. He's got 16. Threes are flying all over the place here, Ken.
It's crazy. And usually you would think these two teams wouldn't give up that many threes.
Wilkerson had the ball popped out of his hands, gets it back into front court. Shot clock is at 13. Here's Boykin, pulls up on the baseline for the 10-footer that's good. Marcus Boykin now in double figures with 10. And it's 57-47. Jackson, Chimunga. The Bearcats will have Sacco, Hoofner, Taylor, Burns, and Hammonds to start play, with New Mexico State inbounding in front court. Here's Filipovic against Burns. Big mismatch there. Outside, Carpenter, deep three, front iron, no good. Long rebound, Hammonds will pick it up on the sideline and take it up the floor for the Bearcats. He'll find Sacco way away from the basket. Now out to Burns, and they'll settle into the offense. Eric Taylor out top for Sacco, and now Burns. Trying to feed it inside for Hoofter, and he was just being mauled trying to get out there. I think it's going to be on Nate Chimunga. That'll be his third. Second team foul here in the second half. So Bearcats will get a new 20 to shoot. Inbounding right of the basket. Sacco finds Taylor. And Hoofter tied up again. This time maybe Filipovic who tied him up. No, it's Gabe Pickens. So with Wilkerson on the bench, Bearcats look to be trying to key on Hoofter. Jason Hooten knows that, and so he's trying to have his defense double team Hoofter whenever possible. Hoofter's got it, broke free for three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound, batted around, goes out of bounds. Last touch, there were three maroon jerseys there. So the Bearcats will get it back. So Liberty's going to be the #1 seed. They won their game easily. Three-pointer by Burns is no good. Rebound to Nate Chimunga.
Looked a little flat off his hands there, Tom.
This is Gabe Pickens in front court for the Aggies. Pickens picked up the ball to Chimunga. Backdoor pass, Filipovic to the basket with a right-handed scoop.
Wow, that was great awareness of where all the defenders were, and he just needled through them.
Found a way and got that little right-hand shovel up. 9 points for Filipovic. 57-49. Eric Taylor for Brennan Burns. Burns shoots it across the court, fumbled in the corner by Taylor. He'll go to the basket, it knocked out of his hands, and then went off the hands of Hoofner out of bounds. Substitutions for the Bearcats: Jackson Ford, Marcus Boykin, Lamar Wilkerson. They will come in. Taylor will go out, Hoofner will go out. .12.5 to play. Bearcats have been in control of this game most of the way. Aggies got the first basket, but the Bearcats led just about the rest of the first half. Pickens to Carpenter, trying to drive on Hammonds. They're going to get Hammonds for too much contact on the drive. Be his second foul, Bearcats' fourth. They'll get a new 20 with 12-12 left here in the ball game. They'll shoot it in from the left of the offensive glass to Filipovic. Osborne to Cook. The 18-footer from the left side is good. Christian Cook with his first field goal of the ball game, has 7. Lead down to 6 as we go under 12 to play. Bearcats haven't scored in almost 2.5 minutes. Here's Boykin. Down low for Sacco. Sacco, double team, muscles up a right-hander, no good. Rebound Carpenter. I think he might have been better to kick that one out, Ken.
Yeah, I think he was trying to work to draw a foul, but it just didn't happen.
Filipovic can't get away, has to go back outside. Pickens will reset the offense with 15 to shoot. Filipovic comes out to help. Will he take the three? No. Yes, he will. He'll step back for 3. Off the mark, no good. Carpenter went over the back of Boykin. Even Wilkerson getting fouled, making 3-pointers along the way. Bearcats are 11 of 23 from beyond the arc. We get a foul outside, way out high. Going to be on Christian Cook. Be his second. A 6-team foul against the Aggies now, so the Bearcats are going to be shooting free throws from here on out. We have 11 minutes to go. Wilkerson's got the ball. He's got a couple of threes here in the second half. He'll go to the basket against Carpenter. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound comes out. Wilkerson tips it to Hoofner. Hoofner for Sacco. Sacco will wait for Hammonds. Still trying to give it to him. He'll give it to Wilkerson instead. 10 to shoot. Boykin, top of the arc. Step back, 17-foot jumper.
Whoa.
In. Oh my goodness, Marcus Boykin.
Wow.
Oh.
That looked like a really difficult shot. We had a good angle to see that step back. He just is really good with his touch.
5 of 8 from the floor for Marcus Boykin, part of his 12 points. Loose ball, who's going to get it? Right in front of us. Last touched by Zadie Jackson. All the equipment is fine.
You okay, Tom?
All the players are fine. The referee is fine.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah,
okay.
I'm good.
All right. Never a question.
Not my first rodeo. I saw that coming. I was prepared.
You did. You did a good job. We were both kind of clearing out on that one.
Got to give him room. Here's Boykin again with the bounce. Picked up now by Nate Chimunga. So you get a mismatch here. Chimunga at 6'10" against the 6'1" Boykin. Crossover step to the basket, up off the glass, no good, but Boykin's going to shoot free throws. Chimunga will pick up the foul, and that'll be his 4th.
Well, I don't know if Marcus Boykin knew it or not, but Chimunga's in foul trouble now.
Yep.
His 4th.
He's the first player from either team to have any kind of foul trouble. Bostic has 3. He's on the bench right now for the Aggies. No one with more than 2 for Sam Houston. So Marcus Boykin to the free throw line. First time here in the second half. Hops that one home. And counting the ball game Thursday night against UTEP. He is 10 for 10 for the Stripe now. 7 for 7 on Thursday. 3 for 3 here. I hope I didn't announce or jinx him.
I was going to say, Tom.
Chimunga goes out along with Carpenter.
Chimunga out, Chimunga in. That's what happened. Okay, you didn't
no announcers jinx. Boykin hits again. He's got 14. 61-51, and again it's a 10-point lead for the Bearcats. Under 10 to play here. Final regular season game. Pickens had the ball come out. This time it went behind us. Wilkerson will pick it up as it went off stuff.
Getting a lot of activity
yes,
here,
we
Tom.
are all of a sudden.
We may have to start working on our ball handling skills.
Either that or build a plexiglass screen up there to protect us. Jackson threw it in the backcourt for Filipovic. 10 to shoot for the Aggies. Filipovic guarded by Hoofner. Filipovic trying to find some room. Jump stop, 10-footer, no good. Fight for his own rebound. Loose ball comes out to the Bearcats. Hammonds clears to Boykin. Boykin will be picked up by Christian Cook. Shot clock now down to 10. Boykin for Lamar Wilkerson. Wilkerson against Jackson will drive, pump fake, tried to shoot a pass out, went into the arms of Pickens, and the Aggies take the turnover. Jackson in the lane, dropped it off, backside Filipovic. Great run on the offensive move as Jackson laid it off to the open Filipovic, and it's 61-53.
Well, great job by Filipovic not to do anything fancy, just a nice little layup in, get the points.
Josiah Hammonds at the top of the arc for Wilkerson. Ball is short, rebound. Sacco with the rebound for Sam Houston to have a second chance. Sacco trying to back his way in. We'll have to throw it out. Boykin will settle it down with 10 to shoot. Boykin, step back 3. Off the iron, no good. Rebound will be tracked down in the corner by Emmanuel Chimunga. Approaching the 8-minute mark, still a big lead for the Bearcats. They lead it by 8 points with 8 to go. Here's Filipovic. Christian Cook trying to work on Hoofner. Now a screen from Chimunga. Open in the corner is Jackson for three. Rims out, no good. Hoofner with a rebound for the Bearkats.
Boy, Hoofner got caught up in that screen, and then he goes and positions himself for a rebound and gets it.
Good execution by New Mexico State. They found the open man for three. They just couldn't get it to go. Here's Lamar Wilkerson. Hoofner. Now Boykin. 10 to shoot for the Bearkats. Hammonds, Hoofner. Hoofner will try and attack. Step back over. Filipovic won't go. Rebound to Chimunga. Does a good job to keep his pivot foot steady. Here's Jackson out top for Filipovic. Down low for Chimunga. Swatted away. Sacco got a hand on it. Went to Boykin. Boykin will try and attack the basket and will. Marcus Boykin with 16. And when you have all the contact that has been going on between these two teams, you can't call everything. Otherwise, this would be a free throw shooting contest.
Right. And a very slow moving ball game.
So we've got 7:01 to play. 10-point lead for the Bearkats. One thing that New Mexico State has done well in this ball game so far is offensive rebound. They have 12 offensive rebounds, leading to 15 second chance points, and that's above their average for the game. They came in averaging 11.6 offensive rebounds per game, one of the best in Conference USA, and so they've already exceeded that mark. That's one of the things that's kind of kept them around here, still down by 10. That and the bench points, thanks in large part to Robert Carpenter's 16. Baseline, and Osborne will get it to go. Jacoby Osborne with his second field goal. He's got 6 points, makes it 63-55. Ball tipped out of the hands of Josiah Hammonds. He'll give it up for Hoofner with 15 to shoot. Hoofner will try to attack. Strong to the basket against Filipovic. And a whistle. Filipovic will get it. That'll be his second.
Yeah, it definitely is not the offensive explosion that we saw in the first half.
Tell you what, there were points flying everywhere in that first half. Cam Hoofner at the free throw line. First one on the way, got a friendly roll.
I was going to check and see if you had some points on the stat sheet, Tom.
Hoofner with 4 points, all coming from the stripe in this ball game. He is 0 for 5 from the floor. He is 0 for 5 from the floor, but 5 out of 6 from the free throw line. Lead back to 10 for Sam Houston. Zadie Jackson will bring it up the floor. Nice give and go, and nice patience for Emmanuel Chimunga to let the bodies go flying by before he had an open path for the easy layup.
Yeah, he waited 2 or 3 times to let some players go around him.
Under 6 and counting now left in the ball game. Brennan Burns for Lamar Wilkerson, for Hoofner for 3. Off the iron, no good. Sacco tried to flip the ball out, couldn't, or make that Njai who tried to flip it out. Couldn't do it. Here is Osborne to the basket, no good. He got contacted by Njai. They're going to call it on check Njai. It'll be his second. It'll bring Sacco up off the bench for the Bearkats. 5 team fouls against Sam Houston. But Osborne in the act of shooting will go to the free throw line for the second time in the ball game. First free throw rolls over the front iron and goes in. As we mentioned, from the Houston area, so I'm sure he's got friends and family here watching him perform. See him go strong to the basket against Njai. He tried to maintain his verticality, but Osborne creating the contact and getting to the line. One more for the young freshman. And this one goes out, no good. Just the second missed free throw of the ball game for the New Mexico State Aggies. So it's 65-58, 7-point lead for Sam Houston. Hammonds for Wilkerson. Wilkerson trying to drive on Osborne. Off the glass short. Rebound, put back, will go for Sacco. Sacco was looking for a foul, didn't get it. 6 points for Sacco all here in the second half. Now the clock moves down and we'll hit the 5-minute mark. Christian Cook with the runner is good from the left side. Cook with his second field goal of the ball game. He's got 9. 67-60. Bearkats still in command of this ball game. They're trying to use the clock as their friend a little bit. As Ken mentioned, it's a different kind of tempo than it was in the first half. Brandon Burns' runner is off the mark, no good. He was hoping for a foul, didn't get one. Filipovic gets the return pass. Cook, going to be a push on the floor. Going to be against Hammonds. That'll be his third. Bearkats 6, so it'll be possession on the sideline for New Mexico State. See the Hammonds just trying to get his way through the screen. It was being set by Filipovic. So after he tucks his jersey in, Osborne will inbound to Filipovic. Filipovic will try and drive around Sacco. The floater is friendly on the rim and stays in. Peter Filipovic now with 13.
Filipovic has a really good touch to the shot.
He does.
Really pretty to watch him play.
Hufner for Wilkerson, who's been quiet for much of the second half. The floater is good. Just as you say that you like the soft touch of Filipovic, Lamar says, don't forget about me.
Yep, he's at 27 now. 29 is his career high. He's done that 4 times this season. Maybe he can get over the hump.
Including on Thursday night against UTEP. 3.5 to go. 7-point lead for the Bearkats. Cook leaves for Jackson. 7 to shoot. Here's Carpenter. The turnaround free throw line jumper, no good. Hufner with a rebound for Sam Houston. The Bearkats can take this under 3 to go. Hufner with the ball toward the right sideline. Back out for Boykin. 3 minutes to play, 12 to shoot. Boykin in the lane, the lefty won't go. Rebound comes down to Carpenter. Filipovic will try and put some tempo on it. Flip it back for Carpenter. Carpenter against Hufner, and we're going to get a foul on Hufner. That'll be the 7th against the Bearkats, so it'll be free throws. We return to play here with Robert Carpenter going to the free throw line. Carpenter, the leading scorer for the Aggies in the ball game, off the bench with 16 points. He's got 3 rebounds to go with those 16 points. His free throw is good. His first free throw attempt of the ball game. He is a 69% free throw shooter on the season. He can cut the lead down to 5 here with 2:43 to play. And does. 18 points now for Robert Carpenter to lead the Aggies in scoring. The only other Aggie in double figures is our HEB power player, Filipovic. He's got 13. Bearkats break the pressure at midcourt. Yeah, we've seen them really slow this down and try to milk the clock, Ken, but it's kind of taken them out of their offensive rhythm.
Right. Well, when
they haven't scored a field goal in a while. Here's Wilkerson. Wide open Hufner. In and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Osborne. Well executed there, just couldn't get the roll at the basket. 2:15 and counting. Filipovic outside. Cook for 3. Got it. Christian Cook in double figures with 11. And suddenly the Aggies have made this a 2-point game with 2 minutes to play. 69-67.
Yeah, if you slow the ball game down, you got to be efficient on every possession, and that hasn't happened for the Bearkats.
A lot of contact there between Osborne and Boykin. Wow. Boykin still with a bounce. Outside for Hufner. 10 to shoot for the Bearkats. Wilkerson trying to find some daylight. Now picked up by Filipovic. Lost the ball. Shot clock at 3. At 2. Puts the runner up at the buzzer. No good. Rebound. Sacco tried to throw it inbounds off of an Aggie. Did he do it?
Wow.
He did.
Yeah, he did at the last second.
Wow. Wilkerson just got the shot off in time. New Mexico State saying it's a shot clock violation. I think they're going to go to the replay screen to see if Wilkerson got it off in time. If he did launch it in time, then the Bearkats are going to keep the ball. If he didn't, it'll go to New Mexico State, and they're going to have a chance to take their first lead since early in the ball game. He maintained his position here on the baseline for the inbounds. He'll throw it back to Hammonds. Cross court for Wilkerson. The 3 ball, good! Lamar Wilkerson with his 7th 3 of the ball game. He's got 30. That's a season and career high. Oh my goodness!
Wow!
What a time for the 3 ball. Well, 72-67.
This crowd is now in it as well.
1:05 left. Filipovic to the basket. Swatted out by Sacco. 18 to shoot, 1:02 left.
Replay here, Lamar Wilkerson gets the ball. I'm sorry, that was the
block by Sacco. So Carpenter comes back in for Emmanuel Chimunga. 18 seconds to shoot for the Aggies. They trail by 5. No, they'll restart this one. Referee flipped the ball to Sadi Jackson. It kind of rolled out of his hands.
Yeah.
He didn't try to attempt to throw that in. Let's reset this.
Yeah, the transfer from the official to the player wasn't smooth.
Now it's good. They get it into Filipovic. Filipovic with a bounce. 12 to shoot, leaves for Cook. 18-foot jumper is short. Rebound to Sacco. Sacco gives it to Boykin. He'll give it to Wilkerson. Clock ticking down, 45 seconds left in the game. Wilkerson was taking his time, and he had to speed up just to get it across the midcourt stripe without having a 10-second violation. 10 to shoot, 33 left in the game. Wilkerson trying to work on Cook to the basket. Lefty, it's good! Back-to-back baskets for Lamar Wilkerson. 32 in the ball game. 74-67 to the basket. Osborne, reverse layup, no good. Filipovic put back, no good. 15 seconds to play in the game. Here's Boykin with the ball in backcourt. Boykin will be fouled by Jackson, who just puts a hold on it with 9 seconds to go. The Bearkats look like they're going to come away with a victory.
Well, great job by the Aggies to get back in this ball game, but really great job by the Bearkats. They've had a hard time.
Final executions.
Yes, they've had a hard time this season really finishing games. They've risen to the occasion today, and wow, what a game.
Lamar Wilkerson, 7 of 10 from long range, part of his 32 points, season high.
Career high.
4 rebounds and 5 assists to make sure he's not just scoring the ball. Marcus Boykin to the free throw line.
What about Marcus Boykin sitting on 16 points, now 17 with 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Huge part of this outburst as well. Josiah Hammonds.
Hammonds had all his points in the first half, hasn't had offense, but he's done some good defensive work in the second half. And Boykin 2 for 2 from the line. Give him 18 points, 9 seconds to play. Bearkats up by 9 points. And the seniors are going to get their tribute from the fans here as Chris Mudge brings all the seniors out of the ball game, except for Sacco. Sacco's still on the floor. Somebody better go get him. Come on now. All the other seniors got their applause.
He didn't get the memo.
You know, we've been having some issues here with starting the shot clock and the game clock on some inbounds plays. We had 9 minutes up there for a minute. Now it's down to 9 seconds. Hammonds comes out. He's a senior. And Sacco comes out. So they put Check Njai back in. So all those seniors got their accolades. Jackson Rogers is going to come in here. I think he's going to get Brennan Burns, who's a senior. Yep. So the seniors getting their due here. Even though this season hasn't gone the way they wanted to, they've been a big part of this program. Jackson, deep three from head on, no good. Rebound tipped in the air. Carpenter's got it. Putback is no good with 0.4 of a second to play, and he got fouled. They're going to call this on Nayland. Wade Nayland will get the foul call. And Robert Carpenter will get a chance to go to the free throw line to get to 20 points. His season high is 20 against New Mexico early in the season. He's got 19 now. He'll have one more free throw to get that 20-point plateau. And he will get the roll. 20 for Carpenter, 0.4 of a second to go. Inbounds pass.